In early 2020, I was on a family vacation. We were out of the country and off the grid. Now, in our absence, COVID showed up. So when we arrived back to the US, it was like landing in a different country. The panic had started, store shelves were empty, and people had weird looks in their eyes, especially when you both reached for the same package of toilet paper or any paper product together. You remember, it was weird times. My annual plan, it's out the window, and the same was true for my clients. But I never changed my strategy, and neither did the majority of my clients. To catch that, the plans changed, the strategy did not. And because the strategy didn't need to change, it was pretty easy to adapt plans to a new situation. And the result was my clients not only survived 2020, but most had their best year ever, and by a significant margin. So again, plans change and often need to, but strategy rarely does. So what is strategy? Well, first let me introduce myself. I'm Christian Muntean. I'm the author of The Successful New CEO, and I work with leaders of fast growth companies and those who are preparing for exit or secession. But more importantly, I help leaders create powerful connections to their purpose and help them build freedom. So what is strategy? Well, strategy is a framework for making decisions or setting goals. It's a framework based on defined values and priorities. And that's it. It's a decision, filtering, making, aligning tool. And it should be one of the most heavily used tools in your tool belt. In 2020, for organizations with sound strategy, it was relatively simple to just adjust. They didn't have to rethink who they were or what they offered or how they offered it. Your strategy should be informed by 4 simple things. The first is your values and your vision. Your priorities and actions are all informed by your values and vision. Your values and vision create direction, purpose, and alignment if you use them. Second, your near-term focus. So vision is the future, and your near-term focus is the most important step forward that you need to take this year or in the near term. And so think about what you should tightly focus on right now. The third is your priorities in terms of opportunities. What are the primary opportunities that are the most important to take advantage of and to achieve during your near-term time frame? How will you recognize those opportunities, and what do you need to do to take advantage of them? The fourth element is your priorities in terms of risk mitigation. What are the primary threats or risks that could undermine your ability to achieve your focus? How will you recognize those, and what do you need to do to avoid or mitigate their impact? Answering those questions forms a strategy that will guide you through the year. Strategic thinking doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it should not be. You want to be clear about your values and vision, determine what you need to accomplish next, identify the major opportunities and threats you need to deal with. That's basically it. Strategic thinking is one of the 7 essential executive skills that I describe in my book, The Successful New CEO. Now, if you'd like to learn more about all 7 skills, be sure to pick up a free copy of The Successful New CEO, and information for that is down below. So experienced CEOs have told me that they felt like every leader should have a copy of this book, not just new CEOs. So please be sure to get your copy, and as long as I have copies available, I'd be happy to send one to you. I'd love to hear from you as well, so leave comments or questions down below.